What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hunter Creed. Wait, it's live? Yeah, it's live. Okay. Sorry. YouTube, man, I'm telling you. Can never tell these days when I'm live and not live. Alright. But Hunter Creed was the first one in here, followed by Taylor Bost. Saying it's been a while. Has it been a while? Taylor sent over $1 already, too. Oh no, don't tell me this thing's not working tonight. The automatic notifier thing. Pooba the Great also sent over $1. Guys, that wasn't even live yet. You guys are crazy. Late for his own scheduled stream. It's not my fault, man. I mean, yeah, me being late is my fault, but I don't want to schedule the streams, ever. YouTube forces it. So if it were up to me, you guys wouldn't even know that I was live. Or that I was about to go live until I actually went live. But, Pooba the Great, saying ABG, need your help. Who you think is good for 6.2.4 skill path? I have everyone but Namor, Omega, Corvus, and Warlock. I don't know, dude. I used a lot of Omega, Colossus, and Namor for that path. The only one that I see that you didn't mention is Colossus, so I try to make good use of Colossus. I would probably bring Void as well, because that's how I handled the boss. But, you know, everyone's a little different in that situation. But, yeah. I don't know who the best are. I only know who I used, which was, like I said, the three that I mentioned, basically. Omega, Namor, and Colossus. And then Void. But yeah. Dragon also sent over to saying, slap Dragon. I'm so sorry to inform you. There was already people that sent over super chats before you. They did it so fast. They did it so fast. But thank you very much. I definitely appreciate the two. I'm sorry. The Shed also sent it over Ted. The Shed. Saying, BG, thank you for showing up to my stream today, even though it was for a short time. It was much appreciated. Also finished 6.3 and did an opening and got 6-star stealthy. Nice, man. Yeah, dude. Sorry, had to go after a little bit, but dude, the stream was looking good, man. Stream was looking good. Everything was good. The audio was, I mean, we already talked about it in your stream a little bit. It wasn't necessarily bad. It just, there must be like some setting, and I don't know what that setting is. Like, welcome to the welcome to the content creation process of trying to figure out why things are not perfect right off the bat, you know. Oh, you did manage to fix the mic issue. Oh, cool. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, let me hold on before we continue. We do need to do some of that D action here. We're gonna have to do a double with Taylor Bost and Pooba the Great. This is basically the exact same time for you guys. So stop. Thank you both very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, Dragon, thank you again, by the way. Pooba the Great sending out a few more bucks too. Alright, hold on. We need to get a tweet out. This is all starting so fast. Hashtag dat rotation though. Is this the Hobbit raid? I don't see Hobbit in here though. Is it a Hobbit raid? Or is it someone else doing this? I don't think I see Hobbit in here at least, but normally it's him. All right, let me hold on. Let's go get a tweet out. What do I want to say today? Dearest at Marvel Champions. Maybe I'll just say, how much longer until your little bro comes out? Hashtag Marvel Realm. I was kind of thinking about that game today and just thinking, like, I am curious when we're going to get a release date on that. Okay. Tweet. Okay. So, Poopita Great, you also sent over a couple more bucks. Where are these other bucks? Can you look at Path? You didn't use Void and Boss. So I meant 6.2.4. Oh, 6.2.4. Oh, you did say 6.2.4 too. I for some reason assumed 6.2.5. That's my bad. 6.2.4. Who did I use for that quest? Let's see here. Let's take a little look-see. It's Hobbit Dingus. You're just blind. Is it hot? Did I miss him? Hobbit. Is he in here? Oh, there he is. I am blind. He was right next to the shed super chat. Whoops. Well, Hobbit, thank you for the raid, as always. Okay. So, the skill path here then, huh? Wait, wait. Why'd you say mutants then? Hold on. Did you say, I think you said mutants, didn't you? That's why I assumed the 5th quest, because of the mutant gate. Who do you think is good for the 6.2.4 skill path? Everyone but Namor, Omega. Oh, I guess you didn't just... Never mind. You didn't say mutants. It's just that 2 of them happen to be mutants. Okay. Wow. Let's just start from scratch here. I don't know who I used. So, did I not use Void at all for this? Because I see Buffet. I guess Void is tough to use because of the global. You'd have to really be careful when dealing with that. What are the linked nodes though? Physical resistance, heal prevention as well. I don't know who I use for this. I probably use Namor a bunch if I had to guess. I'm thinking I used Namor a bunch, but I'm not sure who I used for other fights. Maybe I busted out Gwenpool. I probably used Gwenpool to at least get through that Hyperion. I really don't know. I mean, I would still try to use Void. It's Buffet, and you have to worry about the global, the destructive feedback, which means if you take any blocked hits during that time, it's going to be devastating because of the damage that you're kind of doing, but kind of not. My skill champions are probably the weakest class for me. So, yeah, I don't really know. I wish I could help you more, but I'm not really sure who the best options are. If other people in the chat want to put who they use for the quest, please do. Because this one I did kind of a while ago, and pretty sure I used Namor for a bunch of it, but I don't know who else I used. Okay. Michael Carvalho? I might have messed up your last name. I'm so sorry. But Michael, thank you very much for the €2. Saying, BG, why so mean on my Claire? What do you mean? Why so mean on my Claire? I don't know what that means. You're going to have to clarify on that one, because I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. Miro Watang also sending over £1 saying, BG, I have done it. Beat up the Grandmaster. Thanks for your advice. Congratulations, dude. Thanks for the advice. Now sitting on 2 6 stars waiting for Doom to drop in basic. Nice. Well, good luck. I hope we both get some fresh 6-star Dooms. We're only a few days out, man. Very, very close. Speaking of, I decided tonight after the stream I'm going to let me exit out of this. I'm gonna do my crystal cleanup and then I'll upload it during the daytime tomorrow. I got a little bit busy this afternoon, so I didn't. I was working on other videos, but I don't have a finished product of anything to upload, so I just didn't. But yeah. But Miro, congratulations. Good stuff. In Alliance War, you crushed my Claire. Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, I don't talk garbage about Claire. I like Claire. Like, where is this coming from? But yeah, Alliance War. Okay, all right. That makes a lot more sense. So in Alliance War, there was a Claire sitting on this node right here, and I brought Torch. This is my first time ever bringing Torch to war. It was an all or nothing node, and I was like, I could probably use Torch. It was all or nothing, and what's it called? The node. Is it Fisticuffs? Is that the name? The node where you can't gain any buffs or debuffs at the start of the fight. And I was like, yeah, I'll just use Torch and put him in his second phase there or whatever. And I got pretty lucky actually. Claire almost survived it, getting to an L3. I didn't realize that she gains power on the heavy attacks, because the heavy attacks try to apply what's it called? Try to apply the bleed, and since I was immune to the bleed because you can't take any buffs or debuffs there, she was gaining power pretty quickly, baiting out heavies. But fortunately, Torch, well, he lived up to his name, and he torched that Claire, and I just barely finished the fight with before she got to use the special 3. So. Sorry, man. Sorry I had to crush your Claire like that. But, you saying that you repaid the favor, I'm guessing some of my champions also bit the dust. So we're even. I don't know if I've ever taken that path before, path 6. But there was a thing and a Claire on it. Luckily, I didn't have to use any items either, so it's always nice. BGE pulled a featured crystal on Rifts, only to get a superior Iron Man. Ah, Miguel, so close. Congrats on the featured crystal, but bummer on the actual champion out of it. How many greater and solo crystals you got? Do you ever even bother to open them anymore? Sometimes, yeah. I don't know how many I have. A few hundred of each, probably. I open them for a couple of reasons. Number one, you can get sig stones from them. Usually open them for like the 3-star sig stones. But of course, you know, any 4 stars are a nice bonus too. And then the second thing that I like to get out of them are the arena boosts. If I need some arena boosts for, like, let's say I'm doing a featured grind, I'll go and pop open some solo crystals and just burn, like, I won't refresh with the boost out of those. I usually only refresh with the boost that you get out of the greater arena boost crystals, or whatever they're called, because they're more powerful, but you could still get some nice bonus points. You get the 1.3x multipliers for your 4 stars. Kind of thing, you know, so. It's nice. My girlfriend told me I act like a detective too much, and she thinks we should split up. I told her, great idea, we can cover more ground that way. Tom. At least you're using your noggin, but boo. Been hunting a cosmic gem for hype this whole month, and finally got it today. Nice. Just took him to rank 4, and he is a beast. Yes. He's an absolute beast. Congratulations. Who would you consider to be the best champion in the game? Ghost. I need someone to grind for because I'm so bored at this point in the game. Well, it's My answer is Ghost. There's not really a way to grind for her outside of just amassing a lot of crystal shards, or if she's in a dungeon crystal. But yeah, I mean, eventually, like here's, if you want to get technical, there are ways to target champions in this game. It is one of those technical targeting things, but it is it is a reality. We know that Kabam brings back like the featured crystals for champions, like the Cavalier featured Cavs, and the GMCs too. But we'll just focus on the Cavs, right? We know they bring back featured Cavs every once in a while. We've seen it. They do this like, hey, it's for the next 24 hours. Every hour, on the hour, we're gonna release a different crystal only for that hour, kind of thing. So we can make the assumption that they will bring this back at some point. We don't know when, but I think it's pretty fair to say Kabam likes selling crystals, and we will likely see this again. Now, no matter how many of these crystals you open, you're not guaranteed to get the champion. You could pop open 500 of them and just get crapped on. But it's a pretty decent chance that if you save up a ton of units waiting for the time to come around, and you want one champion, you want to target Ghost, and if you grind Arena consistently, and you have like, 15,000 units, and you want to buy up a bunch of Cavs, I'd say it's a pretty solid chance that you're going to walk away with the 5-star version. Again, it's never guaranteed, but noob player, you talking to me? Okay. Yo, BG, is Sunspot 3-star rank 4 max sig good for Maestro? He can do it, but I would say that content's balanced more so around 4-star champions rather than 3-star champions. So if you have a good handle on how to play that champion and everything, then yeah, you could do it, but just be warned that it might be tough because the content is really balanced around higher level champions. So. BG, should I rank up a 5-star Mr. Sinister to rank 3 or a 4-star Sunspot to rank 5? I'm on Act 5, Chapter 1. Sunspot. I would highly recommend Sunspot between those two. Mr. Sinister, not that good of a champion, and you'll go farther with Sunspot, even though the Sunspot's a 4-star and the Sinister is a 5-star. BG, did you hear I got Cavalier yesterday? Connor, that's awesome. Congratulations. Maestro is so easy. I mean, if you're a veteran player of the game, but a lot of people the first time going through that Maestro is a pretty rough time. Oh no, am I dying? It is not easy. BG, watched your 6.4 VODs and finally did 6.4, got 5-star Doom and Sunspot. Whoa. Just from the completion rewards? Kyle, that's pretty sick. Oh god. Getting a little bit destroyed here. Who puts a Nihilus in the arena? I mean, come on. What kind of evil person would do such a thing? Get out of my face, buddy. Your unstoppable shenanigans. Actually have to pay attention to the arena fight. Who wants to pay attention to the arena? Look at BG giving his "I'm not a doctor, but" speech. I'm not a doctor, but speech. I'm not even sure what that's in reference to. If you got a good heal block, I'd go Red Guardian. Oh, I guess someone asking. But if you have problems with Dooms and Mystic, go Torch. I'm trying to find the original question to that answer, but I don't see it. BG, is a Legends run possible without top tier boosts? No. I don't believe it is. You might have a slight chance, but I mean, if you're going against other people competing for the Legends title, and they have, let's say you just go medium boosts, well, you're still down 15% attack. It's kind of a lot. It's not 15% slower, but it will be slower. I would say if you really want to do it without boosting, the best way to do it is the next time content like Act 6 or Abyss rolls around, where it's what's it called? Where people don't really try to blitz the content because it doesn't take just 3 hours like the monthly event quest does. And if you're able to kind of power through that stuff in a day or two, then sometimes there's a, you'll be able to get it depending on what the rewards are and how competitive that is. PG, you think Namor is worth a generic gem? I only have 115 stones. Yeah, I do think Namor is worth a generic gem. At 115 stones, possibly worth it as is. It really would depend on the rest of your roster and the content that you're looking to do. He doesn't need, he doesn't absolutely need to be max sig, but man, for certain things, he kind of does. But if you just need another champion that's kind of like an all-purpose, somewhat suicide-friendly, when awakened you could reduce the incoming damage and kind of balance it out, things like that, then yeah, I would say it's worth it. But you are going to eventually want to get him to Sig 200 as soon as possible. I don't know if you're going to be getting any of the 4th of July offers, but you might want to wait for that. Just because you might open up more crystals. And that's coming pretty soon, and might be a chance that, if there's like Nexus 5 stars or something, a little bit of a higher chance that you could possibly awaken the champ naturally like that, or just grab some additional Sig stones possibly from those offers that would allow you to further get him up. So if you need a champion right now, then I would say just go for it. Don't worry about waiting. But if you are able to wait, just something to consider. Bean 239 sent it over a couple of pounds. Thank you, Bean. I like your name because I like beans. Saying, hey BG, any tips for 6.4.5 boss? No slow champs. No slow champs, huh? What about Cap Beardo? Because he can fight through the unstoppable. I think I tried using Beardo like once and I messed up, so I didn't really get a real chance to see how good he is for that fight. The Limber, I would imagine, makes it difficult to play Cap just because you want to be doing those heavy attacks and stuff, but at least it'd be something. I'm not sure who else would be good. Maybe I was going to say Power Control, but no, it doesn't really work in that fight, right? Yeah, I'm not really sure who else would be good. If anyone in the chat has suggestions, champions that aren't slow. Maybe, I guess it's like Staggers would be good, or...
Loves beans.
Actually, yeah, someone's saying Sim Supreme. I could see that. Someone's saying Doom can solo the Adaptoid too. I could see these being good options. Yeah, I think your options are slow or champions that can somehow like nullify or stagger the unstoppable. So if you don't have the slow champs, maybe you have one of those. Hope that helps, dude. Thank you very much for the £2. Nameless Dingus sending over to Nameless Dingus. It's great to meet you. First time seeing you around here. Saying, Beaver, how the heck are you? Great. Anyways, I was walking down the street the other day about an hour ago, and for some reason, this creature approached me, and this human had the decency to tell me it is your birthday. Wow. So happy birthday, Bean Exterminator. Oh man, I guess I am kind of a Bean Exterminator. Bean, I'm so sorry. Look away. You didn't see this message. But I am a bit of a Bean Exterminator, I suppose. But Nameless Dingus, thank you so much for the 2, even though it's not my birthday. But thank you. Oh man. Hi Brian, I'm from Kazakhstan, watching your channel. Oh, cool, man. That's awesome. BGE, genuine Q for once. I was using Duped Warlock in Rift today. Okay, hold on, let me load in these champs first, because I'm curious about this. Duped Warlock in a Rift, you say. Against Colossus and Power Drained him. He got the degen, but was taking no damage. No node or anything. Do you know why? I don't. I know it's something... Doesn't Warlock have something to do with... like the number of buffs on the opponent or something like that? I don't know all of Warlock's abilities. He's one of those champions that every time I face him in like serious content, I have to like go relearn his abilities. I know he's a beast, but really don't know all of his abilities. Let me see here. Once the opponent has 20 charges, they are removed and replaced with 1 infection passive. Lasts 20 seconds. The duration is decreased by 6 seconds for each. Oh, it's unique buff though, huh? Okay, so that wouldn't even be an issue. I don't know. I don't think it's something on Colossus's end, is it? Maybe it is. Maybe someone in the chat's already said it. Armor up if you have armor. Believe you don't take damage. Isn't that Havoc? What's up, sexy man? Eddie, what's up, dude? Hope you have a great stream. And as always, send some positive vibes your way. Eddie, you know I'm throwing them right back at you, man. What's going on, dude? It was an eye for an eye. You crushed my Claire, I crush yours. Oh, so you actually crushed my Claire. I forgot I even put her on defense. BG Warlock special 3 power drains, but the degen only works when duped and the healing is being blocked. Oh, is it... okay. Let me go take a look at Warlock again. Inflict a passive power burn on the opponent, draining 100% of their current power over 5.5 seconds, and dealing damage proportionate to the amount lost. Wait, is yours, wait, I thought you said, I thought, Tom said his is awakened though, right? Where's that message again? Yeah, he was using a duped Warlock, so his was awakened. And it power drained him, but it didn't. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Maybe someone else in there said the answer and I just didn't read it yet. But yeah. Thanks, BG. Mainly need Namor for 6.2.5. I'm having trouble with the Ant-Man on that lane. I'm constantly taking damage from his micro node. Any other options for that Ant-Man, or just stick to Namor? Ooh, I don't know if... You might still have a pretty rough time using Namor on micro reflect if he's not like fully sigged up or very, very close to sig 200. I don't know for sure, but that's what I imagine. I imagine it'd be kind of a rough time. John Daniels said at 05 saying, "Hey BG, is Man-Thing good unawakened?" Alright, so here's the thing about Man-Thing. I love Man-Thing. It's my favorite champion in the entire game. But I don't want to give you the wrong impression. He's not the strongest champion in the game. He's just my favorite. I like his style. I think he's fun to play when you're running maxed out Mystic Dispersion. And just as a character, I have stories in my head that I imagine like his personality. It might sound crazy, but I don't know. I see him as like that lovable doof that you'd see in like sitcoms or movies or something like that. That's like almost like Drax or something like that from Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, where you might say some stupid things, but you love him for it, you know, but different, not exactly that. But anyway, so I love Man-Thing, but again, he's not exactly the strongest in the entire game. He does not need to be awakened to be used, though. I can tell you that much. It's perfectly fine to play him unawakened. It's just don't expect too much out of him, is what I guess I'm getting at. But yeah, his awaken ability, when he's above 50% health, it gives him a bit more damage. And when he's below 50% health, it gives him a healing ability. When activating specials, that is. So yeah. I probably wouldn't recommend investing awakening resources into the champion unless you just have an abundance of awakening gems or something like that, and probably best just to play him unawakened if you're going to play him. ABG, find Corvus having a slight bug. When you have 2 armor breaks, your damage is reduced slightly. The bug with armor breaks, not specific to Corvus, that I'm aware of at least, is with physical resistance. So I'm not sure if you were fighting a target that had physical resistance on them at all. It's possible that might be why you're noticing a reduction in damage. It could be something different too. I never really paid attention to the number of armor breaks and the damage and stuff like that. But yeah, if it's the physical resistance thing, then Kabam's already aware of it, and apparently it's tougher to fix than we might otherwise think. Because I don't know, for me it sounds like an easy fix. You know what the problem is, fix it. I don't know. It's a terrible explanation, but apparently it's not as easy, and it could have other effects to the game, so they need to put more time into fixing it. But if there's a different issue, if there was no physical resistance present with either the champion you're fighting or the node or whatever, then I'd say report it to Kabam, because maybe they can take a look at that too, you know. Alright, we're almost at the 12 mil milestone. I want to make sure that I at least get all the milestones in the 5-star arena and both 4-star arenas. The 2 and 3-star, probably not going to grab those, but I got to make sure to at least cap out on milestones for the top 3. Is my current goals to do consistently. Pac-Man Pat, sent it over a very generous 20. Thank you very much. Saying appreciate all the time, effort, and knowledge you slap all across the FCOC land. Hashtag solid dude. Dude, Pac-Man Pat. First off, I like your name. I mean, how do you not like a name with alliteration, for one? And then two, I mean, it's video game related. Pac-Man's awesome. But yeah, thank you so much for the very generous 20. Thank you so much. Not be able to do all this without people like you. Thank you. Speaking of Pac-Man, I'm fighting a ghost right now. I can't wait until Pac-Man gets added. Just counters all the ghosts in the game, you know. Is that MSD? Hello, BG. Good night, BG. Dude, I was going to say, it's a little late, MSD. But alright, good night, dude. Alright, hold on. Where am I at in the other arenas? Okay. Alright. I gotta make up some ground in the 4-star basic. I'll have to do a round tonight, and then in the morning before it all resets too, to make sure I get the milestones there. Must get more units. 4th of July is coming. It's coming real soon, guys. Should I get the Incursion Crystal with Sim Supreme or Cap Infinity? I'm on 6.2.5. They're both great champions that could potentially help you with that content. I don't think I can say just off of that info. Like, it depends on the rest of your roster, the rank of materials you have, things like that. If you're weaker in the science category, you might want to side towards Cap. If you're weaker in the Mystic department, go Sim, you know? Things like that are what needs to be considered. Lakers Bodyguard, Senator Buck saying the one before last. Okay. C2, they're not really... So this one, here we go. BG only likes his man thing because he likes to whip it out and brag about it in front of people. Some say he has gotten arrested for exaggeration. Wow. What a world we live in, where you can get arrested for just appreciating a good man thing. Jeez. Lakers Bodyguard, thank you for the buck. Been washing cars for money for the 4th of July. Nice, man. That's what it's all about, dude. Like, putting work in. Whatever, I mean, whatever your goals are. Doesn't have, I mean, you know. It almost sounds a little bit funny saying, like, yeah, that's what it's all about, working to you know, spend money on a video game. But really, it's whatever you want to spend money on, as long as you're putting the work in, you know? If you want something, you gotta go after it. So, I can certainly appreciate someone out there working hard so they can have some fun. Hi BG, who to fight thing? It's killing me every time. I like to use Omega Red or Void against thing. Champions that have slow are really good too, like She-Hulk or Stealth Spidey. John Daniels said it over 5. John Daniels, thank you, man. Saying I trust your judgment. Man thing is the best. Yes. Man thing number 1. Oh man. John, thank you for another 5, man. It's not at all what I said, but you know what? I can appreciate the man thing excitement, you know? Getting excited about a man thing. BG, what are your thoughts on the offer for 3 to 4 rank up gem for $70? It's kind of interesting, you know. Normally I don't really like to talk about monetary offers so much, because here's the thing, I don't know what your situation is like. For some people, dude, some people make $70 in like 10 minutes. You know, there's some pretty wealthy people out there that $70 is pocket change. You know what I mean? And then there's other people where $70, dude, that's like 2 weeks worth of food. That's the food budget for, you know, a couple weeks or something like that. So, since everyone's financial situation is different, I usually don't really comment too much on the monetary offers. It's expensive, man. 70 bucks is a lot of money. If you broke that down in terms of units, that's roughly like 21, little over 2,100 units. There's actually 20 catalysts that make up the rank up between rank 3 and rank 4. So if you think about it, then each of the catalysts are priced. Here, where's the 3-star? Here we go. Here's actually my newest rank 3 champion, Guillotine 2099. If you look at it though, it's 20 catalysts in total, so it's about $3.50 per catalyst. And if you break that down in terms of units, it's like 108, 109 units a catalyst kind of thing, which averaged out, you know, it's not too bad. I usually estimate tier 1 alpha catalysts at like 50 units a pop, but of course, some of the other units, or some of the other catalysts I would value higher, like tier 2 alpha, obviously. The fact that it's not RNG based and you can, you know, replace the class catalyst with that rank up gem. And also the fact that you get 450,000 gold along with it means that I don't think it's the worst offer we've ever seen, but I also think that it's pretty pricey and a lot of people could do without this and, you know, maybe save it for something else. So I don't think a lot of people would get this type of offer. I don't, like I said, as far as recommendations go, since everyone's financials are different, I can't really tell you what to do. All I can tell you is, even if I wasn't free to play, I would not get that offer. But I could see some people being able to justify it and say, you know, when you break it down, it's not that bad of a value. But those are my thoughts on it, at least. BG, watching your stream helped me with the grind in Arena. Saved up 12k units thanks to you. Dude, nice. Comparing between you and me, who can get 15k units first? All right, man. Let's do it. The race is on. We're close. I think he's a beast. I enlarged his damage by pumping many 6 stones into him. Now he destroys everyone I encounter. Nice. It's good, man. Hell yeah, BGM 300 units ahead of schedule. To think I had 1.1k when I started. Look at me now. Love these streams, BG. William, nice, man. This is what I like to see, man. We know, guys, we know 4th of July is coming. We don't know what is coming with 4th of July. We just know there's going to be some juicy offers. And sooner, I mean, it's already, it's already so close that you pretty much have to be preparing now. But, you know, the sooner you can start and the more ahead of schedule you can get, just the better off you'll be, the safer it'll be for being able to pick up all the offers that you want, you know? You need to boo your own Pac-Man joke? Alright, Mike, it wasn't great. I'm all scrolled up right now, so you said that a long time ago, but I just saw it now. It wasn't great, but the moment's passed. I'm not gonna boo it. That's my what's it called? Excuse. That's Mexi Guillotine going to rank 5 soon, BG? Probably, Hunter. You know, I haven't really played her, and I kind of want to, yet I don't feel like it unless she's rank 5, so I don't know, man. My tech class actually isn't that strong. You know, I mostly rely on Stark Spidey and occasionally Mysterio, occasionally Infinity Man. But it's not the class type I use too frequently. And I'm thinking I probably still wouldn't use Guillotine that much, but she would help things out a bit. Like, I don't even have this is kind of weird to say, but if we look at my my tech 5 stars, my rank 5s, none of them even have double immunities. You know, the poison and bleed double immunities at least. So yeah, like For someone that always runs suicide masteries and have loved champions, have historically loved robot champions since the good old days of using 4-star Ultron for nearly everything, to not even have a double immune champ ranked up right now, it's kind of crazy. Of course, I would have ranked up Sentinel a long time ago if I pulled him a long time ago and actually got him awakened. Darkhawk, another consideration too, but he's not awakened, and I don't have the 6 stones, so Guillotine will likely be that champion. I ranked 3 Guillotine 2099 as well. Well, a 6-star, not a 5-star. Yeah, that's a little bit better, I'd say. Just a little bit better. Oh, you know what? I wanted to re-roll this Labyrinth daily. What the F? There we go. Dude, it's lagging so hard right now. Alright, finished 3 fights with bleed damage. Sweet. I should be able to get that through the arena without even paying attention. Last freaking Zarnian. Oh my goodness, dude. Last Zarnian. Didn't we just say? You don't have to send over super chats. Oh, my knees. They're broken. I have my feet up right now, and it's just shattered. Oh my goodness. Last freaking Zarnian, dude. Coming in. Traditional last Zarnian style. Doesn't even have a message. Nothing to scroll back to. Not even so much as a hello. Just a here you go. Here's this is the super generosity right here. Oh man. The one and only last Zarnian, people. Thank you as always, dude. Super freaking generous. It's enough to cover the all the surgeries, all the knee surgeries, the knee reconstruction surgeries. At this point, I've got the doc on speed dial, you know. Man, speaking of Claire, I do love Claire. I'm so happy I ranked her up. Claire is one of the recent rank ups that I actually got some really good use out of. Whereas sometimes I'll rank up a champion and it'll be like, well, you know, I got to use him for a couple of fights here and there. But no, Claire feels like she's one of those champs that I will use frequently. Yeah, last Zarnian, man. Don't even know what to say at this point. Oh, my thing's not updating. Come on. Why does it take so long? It's gonna go when I'm not looking. But yeah, thank you, dude. BG, what do you think the community would prefer? New champs next month, or Kabam taking the month off of making new champs and use that spare time to fix the problems in the game, bugs and freezing, etc.? I just don't think it works like that. If they could fix everything in that time instead of making new champions, then I would prefer them to fix that stuff. But it doesn't work like that. You know, the people who fix bugs are different than the people who design champions, who are also different than the artists that make, you know, draw these champions. It's all just, it's different people. And sometimes, sure, sometimes there might be some crossover there where designer's able to fix a bug or something like that, but yeah, it just doesn't work like that for the game as a whole. Hypothetically, of course, well, yeah, if they could actually fix everything, then sure. I would say fix everything and instead of new champions. But that's also a pretty big assumption too, that they would be able to fix all the issues in a month. If they could only fix, like, I don't know, like the lag isn't really too bad. You know, every once in a while there's a little bit of slowdown when you're clicking through a menu or something like that, but it's not really that big a deal. And even that might be an issue with like the servers they use. Might be out of their control, you know what I mean? So what they could fix in a realistic amount of time versus new champions and, let's say, not fixing those things, like, no, give me the new champions. Personally. Because the new champions keep the game exciting. When they're good, at least. When they're not good, then it's like, ah, man. Mole Man. Justice for Mole Man. He needs to be stronger. BGE trying to 100% 6.2, but last two chapter class gates are insane. Don't have 4 good tech champs, and all my hood mystics, or good mystics, are 6 stars. Yeah, man, it's pretty tough content, man. It's pretty tough content indeed. Might be a good idea just to be a little bit more patient on it. Wait till you get some other champs to fill in those spots, or you might just have to power through with some items, you know, like more items. Good old unit man. He can get through all gates. It's pretty powerful like that. BG, if you don't have Aegon, Colossus also works for Abyss, including Collector, 7 revives, and Collector was dead. My alliance member did with Colossus. Nice. 7 doesn't sound too bad for taking down the Collector. Cool. If I did the Abyss, Colossus was gonna be like the first champion I was gonna test. That's good to hear. 7 revives doesn't sound too bad for a fight where I've seen people use more than 7 with Aegon even, so. Why is the Jugs in Realm of Legends 100 times harder than everyone else you fight in there? I hate that I'm blockable. I mean the unstoppable. Yeah, he's annoying, dude. He's definitely annoying. Like, dude, I mean, today, he's not even that bad. We have options to deal with unstoppable or just champions doing more damage in general, so you don't have to go through the unstoppable as many times. Who puts Nick Fury in the arena? I swear. Monsters. Give me double points for this fight, Kabam. Anyway, yeah, it was actually much harder in the past. So just think about that, man. He was like the first hard fight in there. Outside of, I mean, honestly, the first time doing Realm of Legends, Winter Soldier, it's crazy difficult. You know, it was like a joke when you see that content, and you're just like, they have how much health? This is impossible, you know? And then you realize, oh, it's not impossible. It just seems that way at first. But then, yeah, Juggernaut's like the first hard fight, and then Scarlet Witch and Wolverine are both like the other problem fights in there. The rest of it's like filler stuff. Could maybe say, you know, Vision, just because he's a robot. One of the better options to go through that place is like Wolverine. So it kind of sucks doing that fight, but otherwise, not bad. Does your wife still play the game? She does sometimes. She doesn't play as much as she used to, but she does sometimes. Listen, I don't think they really need to add anything else to the game. I mean, I got my man thing. All I want is stuff to enlarge it. Fair. Yeah, dude. I agree. I want, I think what you're asking for is a gear system, and I totally agree. Some accessories for your man thing, you know? Usually going for uncollected. Before that, should I explore any more acts before Act 5.2? Here's my advice. Whenever it comes to kind of reaching new limits in the game, breaking new ground. Try the content. When it gets too hard, when you gotta break the bank in order to get through it and use like all your resources or something like that, don't. Just back out and do, you know, start exploring the quest before it. So, you can try to get uncollected, and if it's too difficult, then go and explore Act 4. I miss Laura. She hasn't been on much. Yeah. She hasn't been on in the streams as much. She might be sleeping right now. She has been going to sleep a little bit earlier. And yeah. BG, what's the best way to practice for the collector? I don't know if there really is much of a way to practice for the collector. There's no fight, like, there's no way to fight him early on without going through all the paths and stuff. Probably best just to study videos if you really want to have some sort of an advantage going into the fight itself. Study videos, and then just other ways to prepare outside of practicing for the actual fight. You can prepare by, you know, just farming up potions, making sure you have some revives type of thing. Gonna explore 5.4. Got a schedule. Monday through Friday arena for units. Sunday is potion farming all day. Dang, dude, got it down to a science. I like it. Colossus' only weakness in Abyss is Thing Boss, because he can cap damage. There's got to be other fights in there that Colossus isn't good for, right? Because there's some specialty fights where, you know, you need other counters. You know how many paths Act 4 has? Like, what's up with that? Well, when Act 4 was made, there wasn't all this other content in the game. There was no Speak of the Variants. There was no Labyrinth. It was basically Act 4 and Realm of Legends and the monthly event quest. Back then, there also wasn't a side quest every month, like the way that we have the Dimensional Rifts right now, or whatever the rifts are called. We didn't get that all the time. The long-term players of this game might remember a time where, you know, sometimes you'd have some bonus content. I miss the celebrity challenges; those were really fun. But then you might go a couple of months without having anything extra to do. So Act 4 was made to be long, just to keep players busy, really. Shooter McGavin, oh dude, I love your. I love your movie. Saying, thank you for all you do. Hope you and Laura are well. Shooter, thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. As I said, Shooter, I heard the guy, the Red Lobster guy, that hits Happy with his car. I heard him saying it in my head. But dude, thank you so much, man. Yeah, man. Laura and I were doing well. You are too. BG just saw some Tiger gameplay. I think me likey. Love the heavy ability. Also, can you name 6-star mystics you'd rank 3? Thanks. Doom might be the only one. We'll go to MA real quick. Yeah, Tiger's interesting. I like her low crouch stance during her heavy. If you guys haven't seen it, there's an official video up on the official MCOC page. The breakdown. But okay, Aunt May. Let's see what we got here for Mystics. Oh, that actually or Sorcerer Supreme. I would probably rank 3 her as well. Sim Supreme I wouldn't. I think he's fine as a 5-star rank 5. I don't see a reason to rank 3 the 6-star. Maybe if I didn't have the 5-star already ranked up, maybe. But yeah, I wouldn't personally do it. Would not go with Morningstar. I left Mojo out only because I would rank 3 Mojo if I got him to a high Sig level, but how realistic is it for me to get him to a high Sig level at the moment? It's not. So I wouldn't do it, but in the future, potentially. What else we got here? Oh, actually, Claire, I forgot. Oh, I was just talking about Claire. How did I forget about her? I could see myself taking Claire to rank 3. Alright, so we've got 3. Doom, Claire, and Sorcerer Supreme. Those would be my 3. It'd feel kind of bad taking Claire up because I wouldn't really want to invest Sig Stones into her. And I feel like I would have to because of prestige reasons. But it would be cool to have a rank 3 Claire. It'd be super cool. So I'd probably do it. Those are the 3. BG, that is my BG officer, the person I was fighting in arena, or are you saying Shooter McGavin? Is that your BG officer? Enzo was saying he was going to take Sim Supreme to rank 3 when he gets the Catalyst. Okay. I mean, he's a great champion, you know. He's one that would like be on the fence for me. It's just I feel like I would just he'd be fine at rank 2 for me, or the 5-star rank 5. When I saw the Tiger Spotlight, I was thinking how cool it would be if Kabam reworked Iron Fist and gave him that new debuff. Yeah, I could see something like that in Iron Fist future, potentially. BG, which is the best champ for Act 5? You don't really need too specific of champions for Act 5. Blade's amazing for it, though. A lot of villains, so if you have the Ghost Rider synergy, and you know, you just mow over opponents and can heal up. But any of the normal top champions, because again, it's not super specific content. It's you know, sometimes you need immunities or something like that, but otherwise, you know, Mega Red, Corvus, Ghost, Quake, Archangel's actually pretty good for it since there's not a ton of immunities. Might not be able to use them for every fight, but for a lot of fights, they'll do a great job. Claire, you know, just the general top champs. I'm sure I left out about 15 or 20 of them. Basically, whatever champions you use to get through Act 4, you can carry them straight into Act 5. There's Awaken ability is the most useless thing in the game. Makes Quakes look good. I mean, apparently sometimes it saves you, but the thing is, like, you gotta think about like the value in it. Is it something that comes into play frequently to the point where you want to invest the rarest resource in the entire game, 6-star 6 stones, you know? Probably not, you know. I'm a big Sim fan as well. I'd strongly consider him. Okay, Dreamin'. Got it. Enzo's still deathless this season. Can you believe it? Of course I can believe it. He's a great fighter. I hope he goes the entire season without dying. It'd be awesome. BG, how do you play while looking at your computer? So I'm playing on my phone, of course, but I also have like my OBS screen right next to the chat, and it's, you know, it's showing what's on my phone. So out of my peripheral vision, I kind of have it in like 3 different spots. So like what you guys are saying, the chat, it's straight ahead of me. And then a little off to the right is my OBS window. a little off to the left is like the YouTube playback of it, which YouTube playback, actually, never mind. I shouldn't even have brought that one up because that one is delayed by quite a bit. I'm still in that last fight. Oh, I just ended the last fight. But then my phone is also like right below my sight of what I'm looking at, so I just see it out of my peripheral vision. Sometimes I glance down at my phone to line up a parry or something like that, and of course to start the next fights. But that's pretty much it. I don't know. I've always been able to do this even before I started streaming, just because I was always doing something else while playing the arena. But then, of course, for the more serious fights, I will just look at my phone. Alright. Omnidanks Games. Send over Buck. Thank you very much. Saying, hey, bro, haven't watched the stream in a while, but I'm back. Welcome back. I'm on holiday right now, and I've been playing MCUC a lot. Got Vision Age of Ultron. Any good? Also, how have you been lately? Dude, I've been doing great, man. Sounds like you're doing pretty good, too, if you're on a holiday right now. Hope you're enjoying it. As far as Vision Age of Ultron, yes, he's a good champion. He doesn't get mentioned a whole lot these days, because I feel like better champions have kind of come out over time. He's a little bit older. He was known as like one of the best champions during his time. A champion that people would use for power control pretty frequently. I used them a lot myself. I fully ranked him up and all that, and used them quite a bit. But these days, there are stronger champions in the game. You know, as time went on, just each champion coming out is just progressively getting a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger, on average at least. Of course, we still have champions that come out these days that are not very good too, but so yeah, he didn't see a lot of attention these days, and if you're looking to invest resources in a champion, like I said, it's not that he's a bad champion, it's just you might not want to go all in on him. You might want to just rank him up kind of enough to keep you moving in content, and then look for other champions to invest in that you'll probably end up using more. So, dude, thank you very much for the buck. Hope that makes sense. And yeah, thank you. Welcome back. If Enzo goes deathless, does that mean war is too easy and needs to be tuned up? No, it means Enzo's a god, Dreamin'. It means he's been practicing, put in the work, investing heavily, free-to-play style, of course, in his roster. Yeah. How many computer screens? I only have one, but it's an ultra-wide. I used to have two, and I found myself, like, hurting my neck, actually. So I would have two monitors, and I would have the OBS window on one, and then, like, it'd be on like the left side of one monitor, and then on the right side, so like where they join, that's where I would see like the YouTube window, where I would see the chat and the playback and all that. But it didn't hurt my neck when I was streaming, because I was mostly just like looking ahead. But when I was working on other things, and I would, you know, constantly be turning, I found just over the years. It wasn't like a real serious thing where I needed to, you know, seek help or anything like that, but it felt like, let me just put a stop to this now before it gets worse, kind of thing. So, the monitors were getting kind of old anyway. Had them for like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years or something like that before I upgraded. But I just got an ultra wide instead. What CPU spec use BG? My CPU is it's an i7 6700. It's a few years old at this point. but it's still fine. I put this PC together in 2016. So I was thinking about possibly upgrading this year, but maybe next year even. BG, I'm trying to improve my ability to intercept. Any tips? Oof. I'm not the best at intercepting. The biggest tip I guess I would have is to try to watch the opponent's patterns. I'd also recommend watching, hit up the Dork Lessons channel. He's got some intercept videos. Instinctive Touch. Definitely check out that series. But I'll see if I can show you in this next fight here what I mean by like watching the patterns. So I don't usually go for too many intercepts, but like I'm gonna try dashing back, and I'm gonna see if the opponent will kind of do the same thing. Yeah, they only did it once, but sometimes they'll like repeat that action a bunch, and then I'll be like, okay, they're gonna dash in now, you know. See, now they're not really doing it so much, and of course, while trying to demonstrate it, I'm not parrying, so I'm ending up getting backed up against the wall. Yeah. See, like certain AIs, it seems like they're a little bit more predictable than others, and it doesn't even matter if they're, you know, aggressive or non-aggressive or anything like that. It's just I don't know. Sometimes they get in this loop of they'll like dash back and just like dash right in frequently, and you can kind of see that coming. But I don't know, intercepting's pretty tough, man. I'm really not the best at intercepting. Here's my actual advice when it comes to intercepting: don't do it. Just don't do it. Like it's, if you have to, okay, I understand, but it's you don't get any bonus points for finishing the fight with a full health bar. You know what I mean? Like, you just make it through the fight in a safe way. And you could say, well, you carry that health over to the next fight, though, right? In quests and in war and stuff like that, yeah. But if you miss time and intercept, because the timing's a lot more precise, the amount of health loss you can take versus just taking a little bit of block damage on parries and stuff like that, like, it's, I personally find intercepting just to not be that safe, I guess. That's what I'm getting at. You could also, certain champions, if they dash at you based on like their dash range and your dash range and stuff like that, you can relatively safely get like, it's technically not an intercept by the game's terms, but it is a way to get an opening without taking any damage. Like when Domino dashes at you, and you could do like the dash back, immediate dash in, because she has a longer medium animation, you know? So yeah. But if you really want to practice intercepts and stuff like that, and get good at them, and I'm not the person that's going to be able to help you with that one. Why does Cade not upload much now? Cade doesn't play anymore. I'm not sure if he still plays, like, just doing quests or anything like that. I never really checked to see if he's still logging in or anything, but he's working on other projects at the moment. And he doesn't want to divide his time between the other things that he's working on with making MCOC content and stuff, so... this is not going to kill Venom, is it? I really thought this was going to kill him, but I just realized he has 2 armor ups. Nope. Oh, stun. Oh, sweet. I forgot quick special 3 stuns. Whew. Why are you saving all those arena credits? I don't have near that level of patience. The battle chips, I just save them because it's a source of units, and I basically it's like putting your units in a bank. You know, if, like, I can see that I have 12,000 units up there, and it'd be very easy to just be like, oh, I have a bunch of units. I don't need to get any more, or I can spend them or something like that. If I have the battle chips, then it's like, well, they're units that can't be touched because they're not technically units yet, right? Plus, it just, I don't know, if I popped open every single time I got 10,000 battle chips, if I popped open an arena crystal, that would slow me down. So I might as well just save up a whole bunch, pop them all at the same time. Quake has an L3? Yeah, I know. The rare Quake L3. I didn't realize I was even fighting with Quake until it came down to the wire. So I'm sure some people were thinking like, why don't you just play Quake style? It's just autopilot for me, guys. Doesn't matter which champion I'm using. I'm using Nebula right now. I didn't build up charges with her or anything. It's just autopilot. I believe it's actually faster in the arena to not go Quake style against most opponents. You could test it by starting the fight with a heavy attack just to get the first aftershock going, and then just fight normally. And a lot of times, like, I have tested this out, and a lot of times I will kill the opponent before that first aftershock has time to do damage. So I'm pretty sure it's actually faster to not go Quake style in the arena. It's good practice, though, like if you want to practice using Quake in a way that you actually get rewarded for it, like going through an arena fight. It probably is more beneficial just to play Quake style. And of course, I'm talking about using Suicide Masteries. If you're not using Suicides, I don't know if it'd be faster. But Attacker Fan 101, hitting that member button. Thank you very much. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana, along with all of these fantastic custom emojis. Thank you very much. Saying, I love Contest of Champions. Oh, man. Me too. Dude, thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Let's keep this arena grind going. We're almost there. We almost have the 4 mil milestone. BJ might be wrong, but I think the champs in your Nexus Crystal are locked, so even if you wait, you can't get Doom. I'm not sure, though. That is incorrect. The champions are not locked in there. The champions... crystals update when the pool is updated. So the only time that the crystals are not updated with the newest champions is if it's like a featured crystal that has a specific 24 champions in it or something like that, or the incursion crystal, things like that. Crystals that use the basic pool, whenever the basic pool is updated, that crystal can now pull from it. So, whoa! Attacker Fan. Holy crap. Coming in with 100 euros. Dude. Out of nowhere. Hitting that member button and then sending over 100 euros. Dude. Attacker Fan. That is crazy generous of you, man. Thank you very much. I don't even know what to say. This is the second time my kneecaps have been shattered in the same night. Holy crap, man. Just saying best YouTuber. Oh, man. You are way too kind. Dude, thank you so much. Wow. Did not see that coming, man. I was just happy that you hit the member button, showing the support. Wow, man. Whew. That is crazy generous of you, dude. Thank you very much, man. That is very, very, very much so appreciated. Thank you, dude. Wait, his name didn't appear in Big D. It'll update. It takes a minute to update. I don't know why, but it does. But yeah, man, thank you so much. ABG, first rank 5, Dr. Voodoo, or Man Thing, some rank up stuff about to expire. Voodoo is probably the way to go. As much as I love Man Thing, I've probably gotten more use out of Voodoo. So yeah, between those two, probably go Voodoo. Oh man, it looks so weird. This font, I don't know, man. Sometimes I like the font, and sometimes it looks a little funny. The ones are so like scrunched in there, you know. But man, I guess 100 euros converts to 111 bucks, dude. Thank you again, man. Super generous. Hey BG, you're my favorite YouTuber, dude. Thank you, man. I hear that a lot. Well, no, man, that sounded wrong. Meant to say I've been hearing that a lot in this stream. A few of you guys have said that. Thank you very much. Computer is overheating from all this epicness. Probably should leave before it blows up. Goodbye, PG in chat. Alright, man. Have a good one. PG, are you going to open your 6-star as soon as the pool changes, or are you going to wait? I might wait like a day just to make sure. Wow, the arrogance. I know. It did sound so arrogant, man. I just meant a lot in relation to, like, what I would normally expect, where every once in a while, you know, maybe once a month, someone's like, hey man, my favorite channel or something like that, compared to, like, you know, 3 people said it in a single day or something. That's what I meant by hearing it a lot. But anyway, yeah, so when Doom hits the crystal, I have 3 just regulars and then a Nexus 6-star to pop. And I'm pumped for it. Like, I don't really want to wait at all, but I want to make sure the pool gets updated. I want to either see somebody pull a Doom out of their basic 6-star, or like, if you guys pull Doom, please send a clip of that over on Twitter, you know. Or just like give it a day just to make sure it's all updated, it's all good, man, you know. So yeah, they'll be popped soon either way. But I like to really make sure. BG, I'm stuck as to which incursion crystal to get. Could go for a Sim, Ghost, or Cap Infinity. I'm stuck on the champion right now. Also love your content. Thank you, man. I mean, it's tough. I think Ghost is the best champion in the game, but Ghost is not the best champion for the champion fight. So I would probably go with one of those other crystals just, you know, for additional help with the champion. If you're having more trouble with the final 10%, maybe go Cap. And if you're having trouble with the earlier parts of that fight, then go Sim Supreme maybe. Technically, they can both do all of that fight, but I don't think Cap can one-shot it. Just because the champion will start healing, but with a few revives. But yeah, so it may depend on the rest of your roster. You know, like if you have, if you already have some other powerful Mystic champions or something like that that can handle, you know, the first parts of the fight. Then you may not need Sim Supreme as much, kind of thing, you know. So it really does depend on the rest of your roster and stuff. Armand Shaikov? I don't know. I might have messed up your name. I'm so sorry. But thank you very much for the 5. Appreciate it, man. Saying, first stream I am on. Thank you for your input in MCOC community, BG. Keep it up. Dude, thank you very much for the support. Very kind of you, man. Thank you very much. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, dude. BG, you're my second favorite YouTuber I've met in person. Hey, I'll take it, man. That's still a high compliment, Abdo. You know, I just realized... I don't know if I've ever... Yeah, actually, no, I haven't. I was going to say... Like, out of all the YouTube channels I watch, outside of the MCOC community, of course, I've never got a chance to talk to them in person. If I never went to Comic-Con, well, probably would have never happened for MCOC either. Actually, that's not true, because Pete... it was Pete at the MCOC meetup, so... Hey, can you stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time? It's technically possible, but I am not really a fan of it. There may be a time where I'll stream on Twitch for a different game, but for MCOC it's pretty much just YouTube. Like if you stream on both, it kind of splits the chat. There's some workarounds, but they're not really the best. And the nice things about Twitch, like honestly, Twitch is a better platform for streaming. And I tried kind of switching my channel over to Twitch, but there's a lot of people in the community that only use YouTube, so it kind of, that right there kind of split the community too, which I didn't like. So I just went back to this. But like if you stream on both, then a lot of the benefits of Twitch, they're kind of lost. Because one of the biggest benefits is just you don't have to worry so much about copyright issues. You can play a quick YouTube clip and not worry about losing your entire channel like you could on YouTube. Like, if there's anything that I play that's copyrighted, YouTube, in their terms of service, they basically say they can remove your ability to stream for, I think it's 9 months. So, yeah. Like, they're pretty strict with it. Occasionally, it'll just be like a copyright strike or something like that, and that's the most common thing, is they'll just give you a strike, but, you know, you get a few strikes, and much like baseball, you're out. Or if you overdo it, if someone really has a complaint, then, yeah, they can just cut you off right then and there. There's a couple other differences, but, yeah. I'd rather just stream on one or the other, and that's it. BG, if I only do the basic arena, how many units will I get, including arena crystals? I mean, there's 135 units in the milestones in the basic arena. Oh, sweet! I'm done with those milestones. 135 units in the milestones. I don't know how many battle chips are included. I made a video called Milestone Math that I actually just recommended someone else watch yesterday. It's coming up twice in 2 days here. I'd check that out if you want more info. But off the top of my head, I don't know how many battle chips you get. So yeah. Yo, BG, have you gotten your silver play button? I never even applied for it, dude. I gotta do that at some point, but I also gotta get that. There's a little check mark that you can get next to your name. After 100,000 subscribers, I didn't bother with that either. But I will at some point, but you know, I don't know. Laziness, I guess. Not top priority. YouTubers can't disclose how much money they make, and yeah, it's personal. Yeah, I'm not really too sure about that. So YouTube, I've seen some videos where people say they break down and show like how much ad revenue they got in a video, but I always thought you couldn't do that. But I guess you can. I don't really even know. I don't even know, so I've always, like, just not really talked about it. Ad revenue-wise, though, man, it varies like crazy. That's one of the reasons, too, why it's like, something that not a lot of people talk about, because basically, here's the way it works when it comes to ads on videos. Companies compete for that ad space. So if there is not a large number of companies advertising, like let's say the holidays, for example. Of course, more companies are advertising during the holidays because they want you to buy their stuff because people are a little bit looser with their money during the holidays, right? So because more companies are bidding on those ad spots, and this all happens behind the scenes, by the way. This is like on YouTube's end. You know, YouTubers don't see any of this, but you know, they're paying YouTube more to run those ads, and as a result, the split between YouTube and the person making the videos, you know, both earn more. You get a large, you know, you get, I don't even know what the percentage is, but let's just say it's like a 50-50 split. Of course, if these companies are paying more, then the person making the video gets more. So it varies based on like time of year. It varies on just the economy as a whole. If people are, you know, so it's something that's kind of hard to even put into words. Wait, you missed the important part of my message? Go back like 5. Abdo. Okay. Thank you for the buck. Where is... Go back like 5? Let me see. Oh, poop. I've met Pete, too. BG, you're my 3rd favorite YouTuber I've met in person. That's fair, man. Pete's he's a good dude. Was there a different one, though, before that? BG, you're my favorite YouTuber that I've met in person. Actually, wait. No, I've met Captain Bay, too. Okay, that was before the second one. Okay. Alright, so Bay and Pete. Okay. Alright. That's fine. Those are good dudes, you know? I like both those dudes, too. That sounds weird saying it that way. But I do. Some good dudes, you know? Don't lie, Brian. We all know that background is just green screen. You are secretly living in a mansion that you traded for 3 magic beans. It's true. It's true. Also, don't forget about all the CCP money, man. You know, even though Kabam has never paid me a single cent, or any of the CCP people for that matter, depending on who you talk to, they believe that we get paid. So this is, yeah, it's all just a front. It's a green screen, and I live in a like, you gotta, just to even ring my doorbell, you gotta go through a gate that's made out of solid gold and all that. It's pretty fancy living. BG is my favorite YouTuber named Brian. Dude, I'll also take that. There's a lot of Brians in the world, man. That's still a heck of a compliment, man. It's so freaking hard to troll you these days with the length of your tangents. I'm sorry, Abdo, man. Thank you, BG. Would you try to tackle harder content with weaker champs relying on skill and revives, or wait to have better roster to stress less and enjoy those competitive contents while playing? It's a mix of both. You know, you got to find that right balance. If something's way too hard, then, hey, man, just be patient. Wait till you get the right champs for it. And if you feel like you want those rewards now and you don't mind stepping up the difficulty a little bit, then, yeah, just do what you got to do. Attacker fan. Dude, sending over another €2. Thank you, dude. With the with the blushing pair. Did you have a previous message too? Let me see. Did you have a previous one? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this is kind of a long time ago. Probably not related to anything now. But dude, Attacker fan, thank you so much once again, dude. Appreciate it, man. I don't think there was a last one attached to that. Easy, sending over $1 as well. Easy, thank you, dude. Saying, BG, what's the fewest hits you've seen take out Winter Soldier in Realm of Legends? 0. Void can do it. Quake can do it. If you're talking about, like, champions where you actually need to hit the opponent, technically Colossus can do 0 hits as well. But if you're talking about champions that actually need to hit, I think Domino did it in like 6. Was it 6? I'm not even sure. The old answer to that, this was crazy as hell, man, on Invincible's channel, which, by the way, that's my favorite MCOC YouTuber. Even though he doesn't upload a ton of content. But he did the Winter Soldier fight using a 4-star Thor, the OG Thor, in 9 hits. A 4-star champion. Crazy. And I think he could have done it in less, technically. Like, if you watch the video, you look at it and you think, like, first off, this is crazy. But second, you can maybe shave off a hit or two. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. OG Thor, before they nerfed him, bonkers. The damage you could do, absolutely bonkers. Whoa, dude, Attacker fan. Sent over another 50 euros. Man, I haven't even seen that sticker before. Just on a rocket, blasting off. Dude, wow, man, thank you again, man. Thank you so much again. Appreciate another 50 euros. Way too kind, dude. Way too kind. Alright. But yeah, thank you, man. Alright, I see someone getting timed out. I'll just to clear it up. Any kind of political stuff or anything like that, this ain't the place for it, man. Even if what you're saying is right, it's not trying to debate right or wrong in here or anything like that, and that's exactly why it's not politics or anything related to them. It's exactly why it's not in here, man. We're just playing a video game. You know what I mean? So. This is a good place to be to get a break from all that stuff. So you are more than welcome in this chat, but that kind of stuff, leave it to elsewhere. Okay. But yeah, man, dude, Attacker fan, thank you so much once again, dude. Thank you very, very much. BG, you're giving us pre-12.0 PTSD vibes. I know, man. I'm sorry. All the people who used OG Thor back then. I never had an OG Thor until after 12.0. That's pretty sad. OG Thor and Scarlet Witch. I never even got to feel the true power. Oh, I wanted to say this too, dude. Attacker fan with the rocket sticker. I watched the rocket takeoff today. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's pretty wild, man. I didn't think I was gonna watch it. I thought I was gonna watch it like a clip of it after the fact. But I was lucky enough. I saw it like 2 minutes before it was gonna launch or something, and I was actually terrified for those guys, man. Just thinking like, oh, please go right, because they show like an image of like right inside the cockpit, and I'm just thinking like, oh god, man, Please, please, nothing wrong. Just be devastating to watch. But then, yeah, man, watching like the speed that the rocket was going, it's pretty wild, dude. You don't get a real sense of it just by watching, but they had, of course, they were telling you how fast it was going. The rate of acceleration was nuts. So we don't get to discuss when Venom the Duck becomes president or the head of the Banana Club. Well, listen, Venom the Duck, he's... Actually, no. Even the things I was gonna say might steer the discussion in a way I don't want to go. So even that, no, man. All that stuff. Leave it out. I get BG for 6.2.6. I have Morningstar, but am still struggling with the first 90%. Could you offer some tips as to how to last longer in the fight? Well, with Morningstar specifically, it's all about the lifesteal and getting in those big hits. So really just trying to line up those L2s when the champion has lots of buffs. That's the name of the game for Morningstar, at least. The biggest thing to pay attention to during that first 90%, there's three things. The biggest three things. During one of the phases, his mediums are unblockable. That's the worst one. That's the 40 to 10%. During the, what is it? I think 70 to 40% or something like that. His light attacks are unblockable. So during that phase, you might want to just do like 4-hit combos, dash back, and then kind of force the opponent to do a medium attack that you can parry. And then yeah, once he goes in that medium unblockable phase, just don't parry at all. And then what's it called? The other thing to watch out for is when he's unstoppable. I don't think it's always. I think it's also it's one of the phases. I don't even want to say which one. I think I know which one it is, but you just want to make sure to read up beforehand. You can't you can't make contact with him when he's unstoppable, otherwise you get stunned. So just watch for that. But yeah, a lot of it just comes down to practice. It's a tough fight because there's not really much room for error. So your first few times doing it, it could be rough until you just get a little bit more used to the fight. Of course, dueling always helps too. Just get comfortable with the animations and all that. So yeah. BG, if there was a leaderboard of free-to-play accounts, how high do you think you'd be? I don't know. Some people think I would be the #1 free-to-play player, and it's possible, but I don't think I am. Just because, like, I look at how much I play and the fact that I'm not getting every single milestone from the arenas. The fact that if I really wanted to, if I wanted to push things, I could get every single champion from the arena. Every new 5-star that comes out, I could get them. So there's a lot of room for someone to be doing more than me. And if they were behind, then they could have, you know, caught up and surpassed my account. Or the fact that, you know, I didn't play this game the first year that it was out, and the way that I went about my progression was not the fastest. It was the way that I wanted to do it, you know? I got those invites to higher level alliances that would have carried me and would have allowed me to catch up quicker and get tier 4 class catalysts and things like that, but I decided not to, and I wanted to build up, you know, along with For Loki. I, you know, found them. They were doing map 3 at the time when I joined them, which was where I was at, and then we all built up together, which is exactly what I was looking for. I didn't really want any way to get ahead. And then also doing things like itemless, putting a lot of time into that, a lot of units into energy refills and stuff. So there's definitely a lot of room for someone to be further along than I am. Just have a stronger overall roster and stuff. That said, I would say there might be a small chance that I would be at the top of the list only if, what's it called? Only if those people that go as hard as I was describing also made small purchases that would take them out of the running. Like, if we're talking free-to-play, I don't personally know anybody who's in, like, master-level alliances. But if we're talking, like, only once or twice spend money on the game, then those players exist. And I know them. Not all of them, of course. But I know that those players exist. So, yeah. I don't know, though. It's always kind of interesting. I always wondered if Kabam kept track of that. Like, if they could run a report on something like that. But there's no way in hell they would ever show me something like that, so I never asked. But I always wanted to. I always wanted to be like, hey, just out of curiosity. Where would I be? You know? BG, can you disprove my conspiracy theory and second last? What is this? What do we got here, Hunter? BG not reading Pixie's comments on purpose is the greatest conspiracy theory ever. Oh, goodness. And I see Pixie in here. There are 409 people in here. Don't spam Harry and Harby. Yes, please no spam. Pixie, I'm sorry if I once again ignored all of your messages. I'm trying to scroll back to see some of them now. Nice you get your messages, Red Hunter. Slipped some money. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I don't do it on purpose. But let's keep it going. Wanna know how I did the champion? 345 hood and 5 revives, and Hyperion for last 10%, 3 revives. Nice. A little bit unconventional with the, what's it called? With hype, using hype. I have seen some other people use hype, but pretty rare. BJ go as hard as you we're talking about, and I only spend small amounts. No you don't though, Abdo. You don't go for all the feature champions in the arena and stuff like that. There's I really like, because it's tough, man. It's pretty time consuming, and I know like a lot of people, they might assume that all I do is like play this game. I still get that from time to time. I think a lot of people understand that it also takes time to make content and other things too. But there are definitely people that think I just sit here and play the game all day, every day and stuff. But as much as I love this game, I don't think I could. I don't think I could do that. I gotta. First off, I think it's more fun getting to pick and choose what to go for, rather than just going for all of them. Even though, of course, I want every character, but there is something more fun about being like, okay, I could either set myself up to just play like crazy and guarantee that I get every champion, or I could make the decisions which champion's worth it, kind of thing. And it's part of that, like, that decision making is what I really enjoy about this game. But then also, yeah, man, if I did go as hard as I described, there would never be any content made, and we could joke that, well, the website was a failure anyway, and other people do put out more content than me and all that, but hey, I've still made a lot of videos in my time, you know, and I've got plenty more coming, so. Enzo, good morning, BG. When you make content, do you make a storyboard, or how do you organize the video, or is it just made up as it goes? Most common, I would say, is just some bullet points, Enzo, where I just kind of figure out just something to kind of keep me on track of what I'm making. I don't always, if it's, you know, it varies based on the video. If I'm just opening up a crystal, of course, like, I think about it for a few minutes beforehand, like, okay, do I just want to open the crystals, or if it's for a 6-star, maybe I'll show my 6-star roster first, just so people know what I'm working with. Or you know, I'll plan out like the top champions that I want first. Either to put them on screen, or even if I'm not putting them on screen, I'm just curious myself, like, who am I going for? So, you know, I'll plan something like that out. But otherwise, for a crystal opening, you know, it's simple. You just pop crystals. And then you have more complex videos where if you're making a guide about something, then yeah, you do want to plan that out a little bit more detailed. So it varies. It definitely varies. Working on a video right now where I am really writing it out, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to make the video or not. It's a discussion about balance. So it's a discussion about balance without nerfs. Because here's what I realized. I have a problem with the balance in this game. And one of the solutions to balance is buffs and nerfs. You directly fix that balance. But it's not the only solution. So I kind of want to make a video where I just talk about what I think the problem is, and either leave any kind of solution out of it, or just offer alternative solutions to nerfing. But the point is, I want to talk a bit more about balance and the effects I think it has in the game, and just I think it's interesting. Balance in free-to-play games versus not free-to-play games, and I usually avoid the topic on streams because then it usually does turn into talking about nerfs, and nobody wants to hear that. So I figured, hey, maybe it'd be good to put it out there in a video, but we'll see. So I know a lot of people don't even want to hear anything about balance at all, but I might make it. Anyway, Tom, send it over to you. Oh, thank you very much. Saying not last, but last before that. Okay. Let me see. Is it this one? BG, my brother and I are on tight deadline to make a bunch of Dracula action figures. I have to make every second count. Really? Oh, Tom. Oh, this is a bad one, dude. Count, as in Count Dracula? That's the joke? Oh, boo, dude. Come on. Does anybody have some Tums? Not feeling too good right now. I don't even know what Tums do. I just know that I need some help, and that was the first thing I could think of. Maybe I should have said Pepto-Bismol or something. I don't know. But, oh, dude. Terrible. Take a lap. Thank you for the 2, but oh god, awful. Okay. Let's wash that taste out of my mouth with anything else here. Let me see. Wait, what was Abdo talking about? I've gotten. Oh yeah, I wanted to scroll up. What were you saying before? BJ, go as hard as you. We're talking about I only spend small amounts. No, wait, I already read that one. Got SS, Storm X, and White Widow so far, getting almost every milestone besides the last couple of the 2-star arena a couple times. I mean, that's pretty good. But hold on. SS, Stormex, and White Widow. Yeah, it's only 3 champions. What about the rest of the champions this year? And those 2-star milestones, that's not going to cut it, man. You got to get all of them. Anytime you're not getting a reward, there can be at least someone out there getting that reward that you're missing out on, you know? So I'm just saying, like, you're doing great, Abdo. I don't mean to, I don't know, diminish your achievements here, because they're great. You're doing better than I am. I'm just saying, there's still room to do even better. The ceiling is really high in this game, you know. We're getting a Tigra CCP review like you did Longshot. I'll make a video for Tigra, but it's probably not going to be like Longshot. So I do want to make another video like I do want to make another video that is like the Longshot one, but there's some other videos that are also taking up a bunch of time that I want to make first. And I'm not going to say what they are because I want them to be a little bit of a surprise, but they're going to be cool. Well, I'm not usually unemployed. You still missed the most important part of those comments. Damn it, I tried to find it too. Alright, hold on. We're getting spammed, so I gotta fix this. Sadly, I don't know why people feel the need to spam and make new accounts to continue spamming. But that's the reality of the situation, so let me try to fix it. Oh, it's been a while since I had to do this. Kind of forget. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Hopefully that fixes it. BG, who would you like to see, nerd? What do you mean, who would I like to see? Oh wait, was that supposed to be nerf instead of nerd? No, I can't talk about any champion that I'd want to see nerfed. Can't talk about it, man. It riles people up too much. There's actually a bunch though. I would buff more characters. Like if I were just given the magic wand, I could just get to instantly change the game to how I would like it. There's more champions that I would buff than I would nerf, but there's a bunch that I would make little tweaks to. We're talking subtle things that would be seen as nerfs, but subtle. And then a few larger ones. But anyway, I've already said too much. Why do people spam? I don't know, man. BG, do you watch any sports? I do not. I've never really been into watching sports. I did watch the NBA for a little bit, but even when I was into it, I didn't watch a ton. But I would enjoy going to, like, my aunt would take me to Knicks games. Her company would get tickets to Knicks games, and yeah, she would take me. I was only maybe, I think it's like my early teen years, maybe even a little bit younger than that, maybe like 11 through 14 or 15 or something like that. We'd go see a few games a year, and I'd watch some games on TV. But outside of that, never really been into watching sports. I would always play with, like, you know, with just the other people in my neighborhood growing up. Football, basketball, whatever. BG, you got Netflix Daredevil. How good is he? I hate to tell you, man. He's not very good, unfortunately. Would not recommend investing too many resources into that champion. All the work the schools give me, I've been having mental breakdowns every day. Do you have any tips on how to relieve stress? Oh man, sorry to hear that, dude. I'm not really an expert in something like that. The only thing I could say to maybe help is look into. Well, first off, you know, try to remove other stress from your life. If you're being stressed out in one area, then you know, with something like school, you might not really have a ton of options. You might just have to kind of deal with it and you know, try to work through it as best you can. Like what I'm saying is there might not be that many ways to reduce the stress coming from school. But maybe you could reduce stress in other areas of your life, like if you find yourself having a problem with time, you know, just putting less time towards hobbies and things like that. Meditating, I would also look into meditation, just as a way to kind of clear your mind and rest a little bit. I don't know, I'm also not a meditation expert, but it's something that I've wanted to do more of, and I just I've only done a little bit of, but every time I've done it, it's felt really good. But yeah, maybe look into some of that stuff. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm not an expert. You might want to do a few Google searches on that one or something. How long did you live stream on Twitch, and why'd you come to YouTube to do streams? So I started out just on YouTube. I didn't think I was gonna. I thought streaming MCOC was gonna be the worst. Because like it's a lot of like waiting around for the more interesting modes like Alliance War. You can't. It's not really good to stream Alliance War because you know, you're limited on energy. It's awesome to make videos on it, but streaming it, you know what I mean? So, like, I was thinking, like, dude, nobody's gonna want to watch somebody play Arena. So, I never had any intentions to stream this game outside of a few rare instances like Realm of Legends. But then, so I used to go through comments every night. All my videos, and I'd reply to every single comment, and it would take hours, but eventually, like, I just couldn't keep up anymore. So I figured, well, it'd be a little bit easier if I could just play the game and talk to people, answer any questions that way. So I started streaming, and it actually was really fun. The arena gameplay is not interesting, but it's good because it's not interesting, and I'm able to talk to you guys and everything. So yeah, I kind of just started streaming on YouTube just because I didn't think I was going to stream much. And then once I realized, like, oh, dang, this is actually really fun. Let me go to Twitch. Let me do it on a better platform than YouTube. So I went to Twitch. Dude, this was like the worst time to do it, too. No one had any idea 12.0 was coming. But I kid you not, the first day that I went on Twitch, this is something I'd planned out for like a month or two before or something like that. The first day that I was gonna stream on Twitch, that is the day that 12.0 came out. So that also might have affected the number of people that tuned into the Twitch streams. But yeah, essentially it was like half the amount of people on Twitch as there were on YouTube, and a lot of people was getting a lot of comments of like, dude, come back to YouTube, I don't use Twitch, stuff like that. Even though Twitch is free, it's not like it's something you have to pay for, but people just didn't want to use it, which I understand, man. I'm like that too. Certain things you just don't want to do, even if they're free, right? So I tried that. I was streaming there for a little over a month. I think it was 40 days, and I just didn't want to divide the community anymore. Everyone else who was making content for this game, like there was no one streaming on Twitch at the time. These days you do have a few people doing it, but back then there was like no one doing it, and it just like, okay, it's a nice experiment, but at the end of the day, it's the most important thing is where the people are at. So cheeseburger at Madison Square Garden sounds so good right now. Yeah, man. Huzzah! Sent over one of them Australian bucks. Huzzah! Thank you very much. Where are you at? Wait, where is your last one at? Hold on. Here we go. BG, did you hear about the small business owner who couldn't figure out how to weigh an elephant? It was more of a large-scale problem. Terrible. Boo. You know, I didn't have to boo that many people today. It makes me happy. Tom is growing weaker, perhaps. Wait. Oh, crap. Tom's in here. I didn't say that, Tom. I didn't say that. But boo. Boo. Let's go pop open a few arena crystals. I think I had a free crystal to claim. I'll claim that in a sec. It's gonna feel good to pop open all these crystals, man. BG said he wasn't good at sports, yet he goes on these incredibly long-winded tangents like a real pro. Give this man a first-place gold medal for Olympic tangents. Wow. I guess so. BG, can you please answer Matthew Robinson's question? He's been patiently asking and not spamming. Okay, will do. Matthew, I'm sorry I didn't see your comments here, but if Abdo's calling you out, then let me ask. Or let me read it. Hang on. BG, have you seen the new synergies for Black Panther OG with Tigra and Hulkbuster looking really good for Black Panther? You know what? No, I didn't, but someone else mentioned it. Let's go take a look at it right now. It's on Tigra. Let me see. What's funny is I took a quick glance at the synergies, but I must have missed that one because at least I don't remember seeing it. So let me see. Hold on. Alright, we got the Tigra spotlight up. Okay, synergies. Just want to find the Black Panther one. Okay. So we got both of the Black Panthers here. So the OG Black Panther, 80% chance to inflict a bleed when landing critical hits. Each bleed on the opponent increases, critical damage rating too. Only by 50. Okay. I wish this number was larger. I wish it was like, I don't know, maybe I was going to say 500, but that would be too much. Like 250. I honestly wish it was like 250. Even that I don't think would be too overpowered. But okay, 80% chance to inflict bleed when landing critical hits. Black Panther already has a chance to bleed on critical hits, right? Critical hits lacerate opponents with an 80% chance. Wait. Are they just stating the same thing again, just to remind people of this ability, or is it actually going to double up? Does anyone know? Did anyone ask Kabam about this or something? Because that would be interesting if it essentially just doubled your rate of applying bleeds, while also giving a little bit of a crit damage boost. But as it stands right now, if this is just like repeating the same ability that's here, then this synergy is not going to do much of anything. But if it does double it up, then that's pretty cool. I still wish this was higher. It's going to help his damage, but I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy. What is the other Black Panther, though? I'm curious about this. When attacked while reflective state is active, Black Panther has a 60% chance to gain an armor up buff. Okay. I don't think this is anything too crazy either. We'll have to see. I'm not expecting too much for those champs, but we'll have to see. All right, Tom, send over another buck. Ah, Tom, listen, man. Before I even read it. I'm sorry for what I said. All right, what is your message, though? BJ, I have an offer for you. You have an offer for me? Okay. I'm curious of this offer. I don't see any follow-up message. What could this offer be? I wonder. Very curious. Is that units? Nope, it's gold. Do they bleed on crit naturally? Yeah. So the specials, I think, have increased crit chance or something like that. Let me see. We got to go back to the screen for a moment. Special attacks. Your attack is increased for each bleed. Strikes multiple times. Each hit has an additional... Okay, so you have additional crit rating on the specials. That's what it is. So you just have a higher chance to apply those. Invisible chat again, eh? I think so. Yeah. The chat's not even showing up, which was the whole point of going to this screen. So stupid. I guess we don't even need it then. I don't know why. It doesn't seem... The chat seems to bug out a lot. I don't change anything. Those synergies are probably just foreshadowing the balancing video you're making. I really hope that they do other things. Like Black Panther... I kind of like him. He's simple, and sometimes it is really satisfying to apply lots of bleeds, but it just doesn't hold up by today's standards. So if they do rebalance him and maybe just make him like the king of bleeds, but only bleeds, even that I'd be happy with. Whereas like Nick Fury, let's say, who many would probably consider him the king of bleeds, or maybe Blade. Both of them work pretty well with blades. Or technically Carnage too, right? There's a lot of... Anyway, the point I'm trying to get at is those champions, they have other abilities. So even if they just kept Black Panther simple and really just made him the king of bleeds because he doesn't have other utility, like even that would be cool. Plus he's a 2015 champion, so you got the rank up gems you could use for him. But anyway. Alright, Tom, what is your deal? No jokes from me next stream if you open a cav right now for the stream. Whoa, dude. Two calves for tangents? Wait. You saying now the price is up to 2 just because I went on a tangent? No dice. It's an interesting offer. Maybe in the future, but it's too close to 4th of July. No dice. Can't do it. The units are a little too important right now. I'm going to make it to 15k, and opening up a single cav crystal is not going to stop me from getting to 15k. I'm basically there right now because of the battle chips I have. However, we don't know what other offers are coming. We don't know if there's an additional offer that goes beyond the 15k. We don't know if there's going to be some really tempting offer right before or right after, you know, Kabam is like, oh, these suckers just cleared out all their units. Let's tempt them with something really juicy. Get them spent again, you know? So, right now it's a little too important. I cannot budge. Both Black Panthers need a major rework. They're the Tony Stark of Wakanda, and all OG Black Panther does is bleed. Come on now. Yeah, I mean, I could see at least one of them. Like, the OG one definitely needs it. The other one, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd like if they buffed him offensively a bit, but he has his place as a defender. So, he might not be, like, top-tier Alliance War defender anymore or something, but he's still a little bit annoying, can still kill you. And just in quests, in certain quests, he's kind of tough, depending on the nodes they put on him. So, but OG Black Panther is like, dude, the only thing about OG Black Panther for saying like he has a place in this game is he's like that easy fight that you look forward to, that you get excited about. Does he have any other synergies that are good too? Maybe he has some other oh, he has a synergy with the new Black Widow. No, that one's pretty meh. The bleed synergy, I forgot about that too. But anyway, yeah, right now he's just like that, you know, after you go through some grueling fights, you get that softball. There's a few champions like that, you know, like Iron Fist is like that too, but that's not good enough. We need something to make them better. Could do it through synergy so that they could still be that easy quest fight. Confirmed BG loves Tom's jokes. Oh, no. No. Certainly haven't been offering good money deals to break the boycott. I don't think they're too worried about it. I mean, that's not true. They probably are very worried about it, but they if I had to guess, here's how I would if I was Kabam, because they've gotten a lot of negative feedback lately. I probably wouldn't be like putting out too crazy of offers until I'd make people happy again, you know? Make people happy, tell them a whole bunch of good changes are coming, and then hit them with offers so that they're like, you know what? I appreciate what Kabam's doing. I will spend some money, type of thing. Which is why we know that before 4th of July comes, there's going to be some kind of good news, you know? But hopefully sooner than that even. Anyway, it's starting to get a little bit late, so. 1 cav, half a stream, no jokes, final offer. I can't do it, Tom. Even 200 units, too much for me to spend right now. Iron Fist is an easy fight, huh? I think you've got a couple streams that say otherwise. Listen, just because something's easy doesn't mean, Shut up, Abdo. Just shut up, damn it. Alright, anyway. I'm out of here, though, guys. Never mind. I thought I noticed something a little off, but never mind. Alright, anyway. Attacker fan. Dude, if you're still in here, thank you so much once again for the crazy, crazy, crazy generosity. Thank you, man. Last Zarnian too. Man. Last freaking Zarnian too. Thank you so much, guys. And everyone else too, man. I don't mean to not mention everyone else. Support is always appreciated. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow normal time and crystal cleanup video. I'm basically gonna go record that right now, or maybe in a few minutes. But either way, I'm gonna record that, and then I'll have it to upload. I'll trim out the between crystal moments. It's still gonna be a long video, but I'll upload that sometime during the daytime tomorrow. Whole stream at 2 calves BG was keen on, but the units put him off, so I halved it. Yeah, nope. Can't do it. Alright, anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.